Did he call glass?
Call glass, yeah. Call glass.
The game tied at 62. Isaiah with his first today from downtown. He now has 8. Here's Jordan, and he's stripped. Aguirre with Paxson and Pippen racing down, and Pippen back for the reject. Thomas fires through the air ball. Aguirre stopped by Jordan.
What a series of plays at both ends of the floor. Defense, offense, defense.
Shot clock is at 5. Aguirre isolated, whipped by Pippen, is rejected, but it will count. No, it won't count. 24-second violation.
Just a tremendous series of defensive plays at both ends of the floor. The block shot by Pippen. Thomas says, I'm going to tee it up right away with a three-point shot, try to break their spirit right here. Instead, it winds up being an air ball pass, but then the next block shot.
And at center court, the officials conferring. They're waving the players away. Detroit wanted a goaltend. The ruling was 24-second violation. And Jess Kersey, Jake O'Donnell, and Jack Neese are discussing it. And the call stays 24-second violation. No goaltend.
The 24-second buzzer had gone off. There's no shot attempt. Cannot be a goaltend.
Just under 1 minute remaining in the third. Pistons have done a terrific job on Jordan. Cartwright, yes. 14 for Cartwright. It's the Bulls 64 and the Pistons 62.
Back to the old philosophy. Someone else is going to have to make the shots against the Pistons.
And Thomas will be sent to the free throw line. Foul on Paxson. That's 3 on John Paxson.
Keep an eye if that clock is at 0 right there before the ball is released. Right there, that ball was out of his hands before it hit 0-0. That was a good shot attempt that time by Mark Aguirre.
So it should have been a goaltend.
Well, the goaltend is still a question whether or not the ball was on its way up or not. But the shot attempt was out of his hands before 0-0.
In effect, if it were a goaltend, it would go down as a goaltend. That's
the
another
ball has
judgment.
been released. By the time it says 0-0, you can see the one still up there, and that ball is clearly out of his hands. That buzzer had not gone off.
Thomas hits 1 of 2 from the line, and the Bulls lead by 1 with 40 seconds to go in the third. Game 1 of the best of 7 Eastern Conference Final. Here's Pippen. He got the step. It counts. The officials conferring again. One indication was the basket counts, and the other was no basket. It is called no basket, a non-shooting foul, the foul on Rodman.
And from the time that Pippen brought the ball up the floor, the rest of the Bulls looked at him, nodded, and said, take him off the dribble, see if you can put another foul on him. This was by design the entire way up the floor.
Pippen was set to throw it in, and now he's being told that Detroit is over the limit, so he'll go to the line. He did not get the call on the continuation, so that wiped out the potential three-point play. Instead, Pippen on the line for 2 shots. He's 5 for 6 from the foul line. He has 17 points, and Chicago leads by 2. Scottie Pippen with an enormous third quarter. The Bulls 66 and the Pistons 63. Half-minute remaining in the third. Shot clock at 10. And Thomas was hit. Once again, Isaiah to the line. Pippen called for his 4th.
Frequently during the course of the game, the Pistons will invert the responsibilities of the guards. Dumars will run the show from the outside. Thomas will go down along the baseline and receive a lot of the screens. They put Thomas in the scorer's role, Dumars in the role of the decision maker. Run the show type guy.
So Pippen with 4, 3 apiece on Cartwright and Jordan. Isaiah Thomas, following the quiet first half, has turned it up, looking more active here in the third quarter.
And the big thing now, little by little, the Pistons chipping away at the free throw line, still being outscored by 19 points from the foul line.
And Scottie Pippen hears the applause, sits down. Craig Hodges has come on. 1 point Chicago lead. Pippen departs with 18 points. Michael Jordan scoreless thus far in the third. Armstrong with the fake and the bucket. Bulls by 3. Final seconds of the third. Sally fires. And time has run out. After 3 here in Chicago. The Bulls 68 and the Pistons 65. Michael Jordan 15 at halftime, and he's at the same number as we head to the fourth. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back to Chicago Stadium. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad. Better than 18,000 on hand. The Bulls have set an all-time season attendance record, and they are on their feet greeting the home club as they break the huddle and head back onto the floor, leading the Pistons by 3. The foul rundown, 4 apiece on Laimbeer, Edwards, and Rodman. Pippen has 4, 3 apiece on Jordan and Cartwright. Michael Jordan did not score in the third quarter. Isaiah Thomas with all 11 of his points in the third, and Scottie Pippen with a big third quarter, 12 of his 18 in the third. Phil Jackson now buying some time with his bench. Backcourt of Armstrong and Hodges. Purdue is back on the floor with Livingston and Grant. Armstrong is smashed. Sally and Laimbeer on the block of B.J. Armstrong. And the foul on Sally, that is his 4th.
Well, the inside people for the Pistons are not going to let any easy scores take place. They're going to make the guys go to the foul line, earn their free throws. But at the offensive end, the 3 big guys for the Pistons, Edwards, Laimbeer, and Sally, totaling only 6 points thus far. The advantage in the paint, the inside area, 36-18 in favor of the Bulls.
B.J. Armstrong, a excellent free throw shooter, 87% during the regular season. The Bulls 69 and the Pistons 65. Chicago has led most of the way. They opened up with that 20-8 lead. Detroit working its way back in the third. They were down by 8 at halftime. It is now a 5-point margin for Chicago. Thomas and Johnson at the guards. Laimbeer, Sally, and Aguirre up front. Aguirre looking to post up Livingston. Nice pass for Johnson. Yes, and it counts. Vinnie Johnson will go to the line. Mark Aguirre delivering to Vinnie Johnson, who was cutting to the bucket.
Every now and then, Mark Aguirre will throw a sensational pass. When he feels the double team, when he feels the pressure, Vinnie Johnson just cuts from the top of the circle. Aguirre sees him on the backdoor move.
Foul committed by Hodges. Vinnie Johnson has had his ups and downs at the free throw line. 3-point play for Vinnie. The Bulls 70 and the Pistons 68. Armstrong, air ball. These two clubs have met 18 times in postseason play over the last 3 years. Laimbeer for 3. Punched away from Johnson. Detroit has won 12 of the 18 in postseason competition the last 3 seasons. This year, the Bulls took 3 of 5 from Detroit during the regular season. Hodges. Yes. Craig Hodges with his second field goal. Bulls by 4.
But Phil Jackson made a good point to us yesterday. He said, okay, they've knocked us out the last couple of years, but we're kind of the only team to give them problems in the playoffs.
Grant with the block, and he hurt his hand. Horace Grant rejecting Bill Laimbeer, but trying to shake it off. And off the collision, the foul called on Grant as he ran into Sally. That's 3.